Hi traders and welcome to Price Action Trading School. This is our second class and we have a lot to talk about today. So let me quickly give you a briefing. So Price Action Trading School is price action basics, advanced and expert trading methods. You will learn a lot about Forex markets. And generally speaking, you will learn a lot about currencies. The point in all of our things is that we will be going through for a full session, and of course during next session is that I want you to learn the basics, the most advanced and the best and the best possible ways to trade market successfully. It's of utmost importance because, guys, the only thing that you can actually do it is with a lot of effort, a lot of practice, and of course you need to have a very good money management. Sometimes when price is moving, when forex market is actually moving, you will see a lot of chances to trade, and I will explain what are the best sessions, how forex market is moved, who moves forex market. So this is again basics. We are going step by step. So we are going through beginner course, then we will go to advanced course and expert course. During the end, you will learn how to trade price action properly. So today we are going to talk about forex market in general, and basically our main subject is that forex market is something live. You need to treat it as a live being, and because of that you need to treat it with respect. Basically, PATS offers 4 trading pillars: price action trading, market analysis, risk management, and trading psychology. Price action trading is the core of every good and successful method. With price action, you will always learn how to trade properly, but you will also know what factors determine successful from unsuccessful trader. The point is that I know a lot of traders all over the world, and the biggest thing is a majority of them are actually uh, losing ones. So most of them are losing money. Most of them know what to do. They can be very good traders, and probably maybe even better than myself. But then again, their mindset is different. So this school, what you are currently in, as I say, always the school is in session, will also teach you about proper trading psychology, about proper market analysis and risk management. But you need to have patience because we go step by step. Literally each Wednesday we have a trading school session, webinar session, and you need to be patient in order to get to more advanced and more expert methods. So we go step by step, and let's say in a couple of weeks we will start talking about of course practical things. Until then we need to go through this theory because this school is also meant for beginners, not just for traders who have expert or advanced knowledge. It's also, guys, for beginners. Okay, now let's say what is a forex market and main players and liquidity. For all of you who don't know, guys, forex is actually an abbreviation of foreign exchange. It's definitely a global and worldwide centralized market where currencies are traded. And basically it was formed during 70s when countries gradually switched to floating exchange rates from fixed rate regime, and it was in accordance to Bretton Woods system. A daily turnover was $2 to $3 trillion. Sometimes it even exceeds $2 to $3 trillion. So basically it is the biggest turnaround in all financial markets and generally in all markets. It's the most liquid and volatile market. Literally, the main characteristic of forex market, and that is the biggest characteristic of forex market, is high liquidity. So when daily volumes reach these figures like 2 trillion or $5 trillion, you can expect a lot of price movement. You as a retail trader cannot move the market. You can only follow the market. So basically, by following the market and the big players, you can expect a lot of price movement. You as a retail trader cannot move the market. You can only follow the market. So basically, by following the market and the big players, you can expect a lot of price movement. So basically, by following the market and the big players, you will definitely have a real insight of how much you can learn, how much you can earn, and how much you're willing to lose. Your trading is based on retail trading. So you are not trading with, let's say, institutions. You actually are a retail trader. Because of that, there are some different factors and critical factors you need to know. First of all, Forex market has very low cost. Very often is absence of commissions, except for commissions that you pay to brokers, and also transaction costs. One of the biggest characteristics of Forex market is so-called leverage, because when you enter a trade, you need a certain amount of money. For, let's say, the least amount of for one lot trading, you would need $100,000. If you put $1,000, you still can trade with one, let's say, lot. I'm just talking now hypothetically, and 99,000 euros are borrowed from the broker. So basically, you can trade hundred thousands of dollars with only 1,000 of deposit. Of course, new regulations now kicked in. That leverage is slightly lower, but again, there are ways to circumvent it. So basically, you're getting the leverage from your broker to trade with bigger amount of money. And this is very now important for beginners, guys. Even if you're not sure how much money you should deposit, how much money you're willing to risk, I always say there is a demo account, and you always trade a demo account before going live. The same amount of money that you will put on live, treat it also and trade it on a demo account. The biggest thing is that Forex market is accessible 24 hours per day, and it's 5 days a week. And it's, of course, literally from any point in the world. And big characteristic is there is a non-fixed working place. You can work wherever you are. It's good thing, and great thing is that it offers you a full freedom. So work from whenever you are. It's also important that new statistics say that daily turnover now exceeded, as I said, 2 to 3 billions. Now it's approximately $5 billion. Now I want you to compare it to Wall Street, because daily turnover of Wall Street is 75 billion on average. It's a great thing, because that means the market is decentralized. There is no central exchange. And because there is no central exchange, because of this decentralization, it actually has a big advantage to us retail traders. There is no certain exchange where you can do the transactions. Transactions are matched with traders from all over the world. My transaction with yours, we will be going through that. It's called ECN, also STP, standard true processing. So basically, trading on Forex market, depending on your broker, can be very, very good. And just you need to select, of course, a good broker that has reputation, and preferably it is either ECN or STP. But we will, of course, get to that point. At this point, you need to know that there is no central exchange. It's decentralized. It's available to retail traders 24/5. 2 days are reserved for interbank markets, and all institutions are dealing. It's Saturday and Sunday, but during the rest of the days, you're able to trade it as you want. Of course, main players for on Forex market are definitely countries, because there is always borrowing and bond issues. Then there are central banks like ECB, Fed, BOJ, RBA. Those are all abbreviations from European Central Bank, Federal Reserve, Bank of Japan, and so on. Then there are speculants, and all retail traders are, we can say, speculants. Then there are, of course, hedge funds, investment management firms, then non-bank foreign exchange companies, and of course, money remittance transfer companies such as Western Union. When you get everything together, you get a big mass of traders. So basically, everything that is done in Forex market is actually traders traders making trades. And not just traders like you and me, but actually like commercial banks, pension funds, different firms and corporations. Every flow of money is actually Forex world. Every single flow in and flow out of money is literally Forex transaction. So you need to know that if you join this beautiful business of Forex trading, you need to remember that there are always risks involved, but then again, you can definitely circumvent the risk by doing the things that I will teach you during this school. So definitely, guys, you need to know that I'm here to help you out, and do not be afraid. Always think positive, because you have me here with you, and I will teach you how to trade properly, guys. Okay, that is my mission and that is my job. Okay, now, guys, what is also very, very important is to understand the logic of Forex market. There are literally three major sessions where you should be base your trading. It's New York, London, and Tokyo. Everything else, like Sydney, Wellington, Frankfurt, those are not main sessions. Main sessions are New York, London, and Tokyo. Frankfurt session precedes London session. New York session precedes Wellington session. And of course, after Wellington, when a new day starts, it's Tokyo session. So New York, London, and Tokyo are the main centers of Forex trading. Literally, the biggest out of all of them is, of course, we know that London, but also have in mind that Tokyo is very strong, and of course, New York or Wall Street, those are very, very strong trading sessions. But above all, it's London. The biggest movement you will usually see during the overlap of two sessions. When London session overlaps New York session, you will have a lot of chance to trade, and the market will probably start moving violently. So that is when Forex market has the biggest potential to make money. But of course, to provide you with pips, I can say, I will talk also what a pip is. Now, just remember what I'm saying, especially newbie traders. And because you will have a lot of chance to win if you know what you're doing, and I will teach you what you should know. Then again, you can also lose. So the point in Forex trading is how much money you are willing to lose, not how much money you're willing to win. Because if you change the logic, then you will go after the money, you will chase trades, you will just think about money. But if you want professional money management, and literally you can lose like 10 trades in a row, and still with 2, 3, 4 trades next, you can be profitable. That is why you need to think about how much you're willing to lose. That is the risk that you need to take in order to be profitable trader. When I started to trade, guys, I treated my demo account as if it were for a live account. And then again, I dumped demo account after a full year of trading, because the same thing that I did with demo, I did it later with real money. Sorry. So the point is, think about the risks. Think about how much you're willing to put, how much you're willing to risk in a single trade. When you switch the logic from how much you are willing to win to how much you're willing to lose, this is the very first step of being a profitable trader. So think about it, guys. So what is moving the Forex market? You as a retail trader cannot move the market. You need to be well aware of that. Even if you have a big leverage with your brokers, the single you cannot move the market. It takes literally millions of euros or dollars to move the market by single pip, single point. So who is moving the Forex market? Countries, as I already said, central banks, companies, foreign exchange fixing, that is also very important. And of course, everything that is related again to money in, cash flow, money flow, money flows in and money flows out. So everything that is related to the sea, to the movement of money, is actually a Forex market. So rest assured, if you start trading on Forex market, rest assured that if you're serious enough, it can become an addiction. And the best thing is that you're not addicted to trading, but that you have actually a neutral stance, neutral to positive stance, because you should not be euphoric. Guys, it's very easy if you know what you're doing to see the money in front of you. But then when you start getting the whole picture, you will see that it's not that easy. Because of that, when you make your first 100 or 1,000 or 10,000, you will get addicted. It's not good. The best is to have a neutral to positive stance, and of course develop positive thoughts. By doing that, guys, you will actually develop yourself into a trader who is actually not after the money, but actually money is after you. Biggest Forex players, according to Euromoney in 2017, again, it's not surprise, but it's always Citi, then JP Morgan, then UBS also, Deutsche Bank, HSBC, Goldman Sachs, Standard Chartered, and BNP Paribas. So those banks, most of them are big banks. They are moving the Forex market. They are the core of the Forex world. And you can see each market share, but in 2017 and 2016, it's huge, guys, especially JP Morgan and Citi. Because of that, you can rest assured that the market will always be qualified for trade. It's just about you, which trade you will take. Will you be patient or not? Or do you really think that just by providing your goals, you will be able to reach the goal? No, guys. First of all, it's always about how much you're willing to lose. And then second of all is you need 3 pillars for Forex trading, successful Forex trading. I'll already talk about it. I will repeat it. It's a good system, good money management, and of course, patience and risk management. Because patience is everything in the world of Forex trading. And by being patient, you will actually learn not to be addicted to Forex trading. We will cover that into our psychology class. But what we already know what moves the exchange rate, the Forex market. But now I wanted to ask you, what determines the exchange rate? What is actually what determines that exchange rate? It's always about economic policy. Okay, those are very important, fundamental now things we are talking about. And I will explain the 2 main approaches to Forex trading. So economic policy, government budget deficits, balance of trades, inflation levels, political conditions, market psychology, that determines the exchange rate. Because traders, when they get a signal or a cue that market is going to move or something is going to happen, then usually a big volume of trades is placed or some trades are pulled out, and you will see a lot of movement and volatility in the market. So that is very, very important for you to understand. In Forex market, I can say ladder or hierarchy, there are different things you definitely need to consider, guys. First of all, it's of utmost importance that you understand that you are a small fish and that all big players are shark. So in order for you to make money, you need to go, you definitely need to go just behind the shark and eat the remnants of what the shark leaves. So at the very top of the Forex market ladder is actually interbank market. And it's, as you can see here, interbank market is comprised of largest banks in the world. And I showed you and I explained which are the main banks, okay? But also there are smaller banks, commercial banks. And the participants of Forex market and all these banks and interbank movements are done by electronic communication. It's either through EBS or electronic brokering services or the Reuters dealing 3000 spot matching. And you can always compare that to Mercedes or BMW because both of them are, let's say, big players in Forex market, and there is always a healthy competition. And they're always in some, let's say, pandemonium or some constant battle that lasts forever, trying to one-up each other for market share and market domination. But it's important to know, while both companies offer, let's say, most currency pairs, some currency pairs are definitely more liquid on one platform than another platform. Now, let's say these are pairs that can be found on EBS, of course, and Reuters, but all the banks that are part of interbank market can see the rates that each other is offering. It doesn't mean that anyone can make deals at those prices, but it's important that there is transparency. So then, as I said, we have hedge funds, corporations, retail market makers, and basically at the end of this food chain, it's retail traders. And back time, let's say 20 years ago, it was very hard for ordinary people to engage in the Forex market. But thanks to the internet and to the brokers who offer leverage, today it's accessible. And this is actually the era of internet gave us the chance to play with those high up the ladder and poke them with a very long and cheap stick. It's important for you to understand that. So banks are not very in a good mood for towards retail traders. They don't like, in my opinion, retail traders. But then again, we have the access to what also they're doing, and we can also make and take money from them. So again, everything that is, when you sum it all up, it's a big spot, big world where you have very good chance to earn the money. Of course, to lose the money also, but that happens only if you don't know what you're doing or you're risking too much. It's usually 99% of the time it's just a human error. Okay, main methods, guys, for trading the Forex market that we will be dealing with in our price action trading school are technical analysis and fundamental analysis. There is also so-called sentiment analysis, but we'll be not trading sentiment analysis because it's just for mostly analytical purposes. For trading purposes, the above all is technical analysis. So we will be dealing mostly with technical analysis. I will be, of course, mentioning fundamental analysis. I will teach you how to trade on news. But then again, technical analysis is something that you should be basing your trades on. Now, let me quickly give you a summary of technical and fundamental analysis. And if there are any questions, then you will be able to ask me. Technical analysis is the discipline for forecasting the direction of prices through the study of past market data, primarily price and volume, but not for Forex. For Forex, it's the price. For stock market, it's the volume. I need to make the just to distinguish the difference, because if you look the volume, it will be just volume with that particular broker. Because of, as I already explained, Forex market is decentralized, so there is no real volume like stock market that has a stock exchange. Forex market volume just depends on the broker's volume. So primarily focus is on past market data and technical analysis. Technical analysis is done through reading of past market data, and it's very useful for traders who are basing their trading on different systems. One of the biggest advantages of Forex market is because, guys, price repeats itself. It's important for you to understand. Price repeats itself. It means when price is moving in one direction, okay, in the past, that means that it will probably be moving in the same direction, okay, in the future or in the similar direction. Why does we need this kind of analysis? It helps us choosing the right moment to enter the market. It helps us to determine the volumes of possible price fluctuations so we make a good position in trading. And above all, guys, have in mind that price moves in trends. Okay, in Forex market, as I already explained, when you're following the big fish, you are basically a small fish and you're following the big fish, aka the shark. Price moves in trends. As the shark moves, you follow the shark. It means that you will eat the remnants of what shark ate and you will open your mouth and eat it all. That's called taking pips. And when you're a trend follower, don't forget that you are basically trading with big fish, with big market. History tends always to repeat itself. It's well-known thing, guys, and you should be well aware of that. It will repeat itself always, but have in mind that not just the history, you also need to know that by applying technical analysis and technical indicators, of course, the price being the best and the most popular, you will be able to trade it as a real pro, guys. When you're trading as professionals, there is nothing that can stop you out for being a profitable trader. As long as your mind is clear and you know what you are doing. On the contrary, we have also fundamental analysis. That is a second approach to successful Forex trading. And this method is actually a method of market analysis by different fundamental factors: political factors, interest rates, and social economic factors. If you want to have a deeper insight into Forex trading, then you also need to take into account fundamental analysis. It will help you determine prerequisites for a trend change. It will explain the price movements in a better way, and it's also widely used for investors because of long-term forecasting. So it's crucial for you to understand these points when you are on when you are on good terms with Forex trading. That will be your first step towards making you a fully fledged full-time trader. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed. I was trying to be the most concise as I could be. I want to get always straight to the point. So these sessions are also meant for interaction with you. Have in mind that this webinar is being recorded and it will be uploaded as soon as I finish with the webinar. If you have any questions, guys, feel free to ask me. Some of the sessions will be shorter, some of the sessions will be longer. We don't have fixed time, but this is just an introduction. Especially, I want to introduce this beautiful market to newbie traders. So traders who have heard about Forex market, but they still don't know what it is. That is why we have those basic lessons. And I still am seeing people coming in, but as I explained, now we are at the end of our webinar, so there is no point that I go from the beginning. This webinar will be uploaded, and you will be able to watch it as many times as you wish. But have in mind that it's also meant for beginner traders, and I try to in a most simplistic way to explain what is Forex market, which are the factors that are moving the Forex market, and two types of the analysis that is used and that you will be using for Forex trading. If you have any other questions, guys, just feel free to ask me. I think that everything is clear, but again, if something is not clear, please go ahead and ask me. I will try to explain it in the best possible way. Yeah, Maris is saying good day. Good day to you. And if you have any questions, guys, I know that most of you probably know everything, and most of you know who I am. But then again, this is also meant for newbie traders. So then please, let's be patient. And if anyone here is a newbie trader, guys, just go ahead and ask me. I will try to explain. If not, everything is clear. This will be uploaded on YouTube, and you can leave your replies, whatever you wish, guys. But we go step by step, and I don't want to overcharge you with a lot of information that will just create a mess in your head. So I guess and assume that everything is clear. That's great then, guys. Well, I wish you a great trading day, a great educational day, and I will talk with you very soon. Expect new subject on Forex market next Wednesday. And when we go through all this theory craft, guys, we will go with practical methods how you can actually make money. That is crucial thing in Forex market. Thank you, guys. Cheers, and as always, trade safe. Talk to you soon.